Hey everyone, it's Nick and Chelsea Jerusalem here with the
Hello.
Jerusalem's Happy Home team, and looking at a really interesting phenomenon right now, which is creating an opportunity, possibly the best one we've ever seen.
Finally.
Yeah, for people who are looking to move up. And what we mean by that is you're selling your current home and moving up to another price range, whether that's bigger home, different area, whatever's compelling you to do that. And why, so here's specifically why this is a unique market. So this is looking back over the last 10 years. We can see in King County, prices bottomed out in 2012, and then they doubled from 2012 to 2018. So you have a lot of people that bought, in this downturn in the market that have since seen their home value come up significantly. So they're sitting on a lot of equity. And so if we kind of zoom this in more specifically to the last 5 years, and we kind of show you too what has been the rate of sales, we're looking at this from month supply. So basically, how long does it take for homes to sell? What is the turnover rate? A low number means a more frenzied market.
So if you see kind of in this range, we had crazy frenzied market where there was multiple offers on almost everything, and people were competing like crazy. And so I know a seller would know, like, I know my house is going to sell because there's all this demand. There's tons of people that want it, but I want to buy a house and I don't know that I'm going to be able to find one because the competition's so tough. So a lot of them just stayed put.
Right. So this is kind of looking to, so you had all those people, like Chelsea said, were stuck in their homes. And then if we look at what was available to buy, this is looking at all price ranges in King County over the last 5 years. But it's really interesting if we look at kind of these specific markets. So this is looking at 500,000 or less. And you can see that today we have less than half as many homes for sale that we did 5 years ago. And that's even with inventory being up 25% just since the beginning of the year. So it's still not a lot of homes to choose from. Also, as a seller in that price range, you're not going to have a lot of competition from other people. So you have a good chance to get a good price and sell quickly. Whereas then if you're going to sell and buy and move up to a home, let's say that's 500,000 or more,
Get
you,
closer to the city or
yeah,
get a bigger place.
it's very, very different. So look at this. You can see that the inventory has exploded since the beginning of the year, 62%. And our inventory is significantly higher than where it was 5 years ago. So we went from having half as much 5 years ago for the 500,000 and below price range to whereas 500,000 and up, you have twice as many homes to choose from. So, and then on top of that, what do
Yeah.
interest rates look like? How does that play into making
Because
this
that's a
change too?
huge factor in what your monthly payment's going to be, and that's really what people buy based on is what they can afford on a monthly payment because that's how they get paid. So we've seen basically a swing of about 1% from November of last year to now of where the interest rates are at, and a 1% change in interest rate kind of translates to about a 10% change in purchase price. So homes are on sale now compared to what they were this time last year. So
Yeah. So yeah, it's like Chelsea said, you can almost take 10% off the price essentially. To buy a home in November of last year versus today, since prices have been kind of flat in King County, your payment goes down about $500 a month,
yeah.
just in the interest rate savings alone.
Yeah, if you were to buy the median home priced home in November of last year versus right now, you would get $500 savings per month on average.
That's right. So
And that's a lot per month.
mhm.
That adds up quick. That's a car payment.
That's right. So, and you can imagine that this is all very different from each sub-market, what area you're in and everything else. And so to find out specifically how much would your home sell for in today's market, how long would it take? If I were to sell, what is out there that I want to buy? What would payments look like if I have this much equity in my house and I can put this much down?
You don't need to guess.
Yeah.
We're happy to run those scenarios real time for you. Hey, I want to sell here. Hey, I want to buy there. What would it look like if I sold my home today? What would it look like if I was to buy a home in Bellevue or
right.
Everett? Or just let us know what you want and we'll make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Call, text, visit us online,
HappyHometeam.com.
happyhometeam.com.